Yeah, we rollin'. Got you bumpin' that shit. Got you bumpin' that shit. We be rockin'. Yeah, we rollin'. Got you bumpin' that shit. Got you bumpin' that
Guys,
shit.
this is Vic with the Vic Hugo Show. We're out here at Sunland Park Mall, and we're pretty much doing another episode of Stomp the DJ. So we're gonna play a song. We are here with
Maddie and Violet.
All right. So, Mr. DJ Alexis Maximus here. What do you got to say about
How's it going? Let's do it. I'm ready.
this? All right, here we go. You guys ready?
Ice Cube.
Got it. All right, you do the honors. Go for it. Yeah. It'll be just one shot. We got DJ Alexis Maximus here and Roxana, right? All right, cool. So we're pretty much gonna play a song, and let's see who gets it. Oh, a little delay. All right, I'm sorry. We have to do it. We have to do it. Go for it, bro. Have
Ricardo.
Jacob.
we got Ricardo and Jacob against our DJ Maximus. Here we go.
Alexis Maximus.
Alexis Maximus. I apologize. So we're gonna be playing a song. Let's see who can guess it. If they get it right, they get to squirt me with that super soaker over there. All right, so little ass gun. All right, here we go. Ready? All right, here we go.
All right.
You're supposed to know this.
Oh, this is
Paramore. Got it.
I don't know. I don't listen to
remember that, but I remember
Sorry, guys. We have to wet you guys. Just one squirt. All right, here we go, Alex. You do the honor. No, you. You're the one who won. There we go. All right, welcome everybody to the Vic Hugo Show. Got a very special guest today, Mr. DJ Alexis Maximus. Welcome, sir.
How's it going? Thank you.
So a long time, man. I know I've known you since, we were this high probably, and I'm glad you actually, I didn't know you became a DJ, dude. I didn't know you were DJing. I didn't know you were out in the music scene. Tell me about it. How is it? How's it been?
So yeah, man. I know we've known each other for a long time. It's been great knowing you guys. You and your brother. I love you guys. But yeah, like as soon as I stepped out of high school, I've had music background, so I kind of just like learned more about music after high school. After like I stopped playing sports and all that. So I decided to study that at UTEP a little bit in commercial music. So without playing an instrument, I was able to learn like more theory and like electronic instruments and stuff like that, and how to apply it on a DAW, on a what do you call it, a program like Logic. I use Logic to produce. So
That's one of the best. Like I used to produce too, and Logic for me, But back in the day, I remember it used to be like Fruity Loops, or you had those like little programs. You know what I mean?
Free programs. Oh yeah, those are all great. I mean, it gave me the knowledge to be able to speak like through any program, so I can like just step up and just do it. But it's been great. My musical journey, I don't think it ever like stops. I never stopped collecting records, buying music, listening to music. Music is like my therapy. So it's just a way of life. So DJing in the mix, like literally like in the city, I do it as a service. Like people call me if they have like a quinceañera or like a wedding. I've been working closely with a venue called The Garden on the east side, like by the Montwood area. and I was able to provide music for like those type of events. So I'm open to that type of DJing as well. I'm not really like one genre, like, oh, I'm just like here to make bangers for EDM and stuff like that. No, I'm pretty open.
And that's why I asked, dude, because I mean, growing up, like, we didn't have like the influences of dance music and stuff like that. Like, you saw it around in the 90s, you know, like,
Yeah.
but it didn't really blow up till we were already a little bit older.
Right.
So, like, genre wise, like, what was your genre, your preference then to what it is now?
I think I started listening like and collecting a lot of like rap records and rock. I had a little teenage phase, you know, when you're angry and stuff. So I had a bunch of like CDs from.
I think we all did at one point.
From Led Zeppelin. Yeah, dude. I found some Led Zeppelin CDs and I started listening to that.
Hell yeah.
This band called Cold, like more alternative grunge stuff.
Oh wow, I've never heard of that. Cold?
Nirvana.
Of
It's
course.
stuff from the 90s like really influenced me. Also because my mom, she's like a fitness instructor, so I grew up listening to a lot of house, like the old school
okay.
stuff. So yeah, that really influenced me. So I listened to that, and by the time I grew up, I was able to be like, oh wow, like I remember those tracks from the 90s. I love everything that's 90s.
Yeah, honestly, it's and I had been talking to some few of my friends, and it's dude, that's those years. I would say from like 85 to like 98, 97, dude. Though, like, music was just
That's
another
the golden era.
level. Yeah, dude.
I can agree with that.
So compared to now, right? What's different? Like, why do you think that music is it sets it apart from everything else right now?
Number one, like, I have like, sorry, I have to look at just my ears because I have hearing damage. I have tinnitus.
Oh wow.
So I was about to say that for starters, like the music back then was created in a more subtle dynamic. Like it wasn't as loud, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Now music like just literally wants to bang through your ears.
Yeah.
It's a lot more
yeah.
digital. It's created a lot more quicker, and I feel like back then, producers and artists really, they didn't have as much technology, but they had enough to like bond and stay in the studio for hours. Nowadays, like a producer can do it overnight.
Yeah.
All you have to do is send the vocals, and it's done overnight.
Yeah, I think it's just there's no
It's
like
automatic.
you're not putting anything into the actual craft, right? Like I knew like Led Zeppelin, like Queen. These dudes would fucking go into a farm, like lock themselves in there
Yeah,
and just
exactly.
focus on the album for however long it took them to. And now you're right. I mean, it's just, oh, okay, send me this, send me that, and I'll make something happen. So they're not really putting that craft in. In my opinion, right? I don't even know. Maybe I know like Kanye does
sure
it.
it is.
Yeah, like Kanye has gone into the hotels and rented floors out and just
Yeah.
focused in. But
Stadiums.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude. He did what was it? Was it in Chicago?
He rented the Atlanta Stadium.
Oh, Atlanta.
Like
yes.
he just stayed in the locker room.
Yeah.
Just rented the whole stadium.
And there's that
Like, that's what you
video of
need to
him
buy,
like in the very top, right? Like he's just fucking overlooking everything.
by himself.
But you see,
Yeah.
like even Kanye, bro, I think he's one of the. Well, I'll ask you. What do you think of Kanye?
I mean, we all go through our phases, and he's definitely going through a phase. I don't know how it feels to be like famous, but I've hung around like with my friends, like with international DJs, and I see how humble they are. So I can just imagine like it does something to you having a lot of money, having a lot of power, losing your mom that you were very
Yeah.
close to. I saw his documentary, The Yeezus. And I love it. Like I
Yeah,
couldn't
to
stop
say
tearing
it.
up because that's the Kanye that I literally fell in love with his creative mind. He is a genius. So he's like a mad genius right now. He's going through that phase, and I really do hope he finds peace and he creates like just something that like a Renaissance Kanye, like that would be really cool
Hell yeah.
to like come back and like just prove himself and that he's saying that he's all right, because I do worry about him. Like that's a lot of publicity.
Well, it's one of our, like, I think he's, throughout our lifetime, right? He's one of the most, like you said, musical geniuses that really did change the game, And I feel like, I don't know, I think he knows too much, bro. And, like, he's trying to, like, express it,
Yeah.
but then it's taken in like so different many contexts that itself, I'm sorry, can drive you fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
man.
when you're trying to say something and people are like take it either the wrong way, don't get the message across correctly, then I feel like, you know, I mean, how many times have you had a girlfriend and you're like trying to communicate, takes it the wrong way, and now you guys are fighting. You know, now this is a larger scale where there's the world listening to you,
Yeah,
you know?
So I don't know what to say. Like he just takes publicity, because I'm not that type of person. So when that happens to you, I guess you can get warped and you start doing funny things. You start wearing red hats, you know, and stuff like that. So I mean, it is what it is. I respect him as a creative genius.
Same.
That's my limit. A little bubble with him, and that's it. That's as far as I can support him.
So okay, DJ based, right? Favorite DJ right now, beside yourself.
Honestly, I do pride in saying that I am my favorite DJ. Like I love where I am and how I do the craft and how I work about it. But like a DJ that I really look up to right now, a big name would be like somebody like Peggy Goo. She's a South Korean DJ.
Okay.
Never
heard of her.
She does big things. I like her sound. I like her label. Honestly, locally, shout out to Robert Apolaka. He lives here in El Paso. He's based in El Paso. He has a label called Draft, and I love his style. Like when I heard him the first time, it blew me away.
Okay.
So
is he like from El Paso? Or?
yeah, he lives here. He's a close friend of
okay.
mine.
Cool, man.
We talk a lot and stuff. So I hung out with him. I've got to meet big DJs because of him. So it's really interesting just getting to know him. I've played with him, and I feel like I learned a lot through his style because he's traveled through Miami, big cities and stuff. So being able to hang around with him, it's like shit. Like
yeah,
cool,
it makes you
like-
feel that like, oh shit.
yeah, like I feel accepted. I feel like he was willing to teach. So I feel like I'm in that pedestal now. Like I've had people reach out and be like, hey, can you teach me this, teach me that? I'm already like in my 30s, so I'm like, like it's starting to happen, and I love it. I love teaching. I love teaching people that are willing to learn.
Yeah, of course.
But favorite DJ right now, like overall, like honestly, I can't think of them. I don't know. I would say those two DJs. I saw Loco Dice this weekend. He's a great DJ. I look up to him. There's just too many.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing. Like, people are like, "Oh, dude, I can't just give you one." You know, it's a variety, and then I think it's your mood too. Like, if you're feeling kind of like, you know, that's your favorite DJ that day, you know, or that person or that rapper or whatever, you know. So that's what's cool about music, man. It's never just. But just considering the mood, you know, it's cloudy out there. I wanted to know, like, what should somebody hear right now? Somebody cruising down their car. What's your suggestion?
Right now?
Yeah.
Right now, I would bump Lil Baby. I love Lil Baby. Just like it puts me in a great mood. It's just like it's a vibe. Lil Vert. Yeah, it's like, well, how do you go from house music to that? I don't know. Like it keeps. I love listening to other things like that all the time.
You have to, dude.
Because like listening to bumping music to my ear, like I do listen to a lot of it, but I love jazz. I love reggae. I love reggae.
Yeah, reggae, same.
Some soul. I have a little collection of vinyl. Sometimes I'll just be like, I'll just play it. I try to keep my foot in every little corner. Cumbias and all the Spanish music and stuff like that, because we're in the border, you know. So
yeah.
that's a really important thing for me. Like I feel like my salsa, my sauce comes from like my background, you know, like, and I want to apply it in America in a very like systemic way where like I can make something happen out of my creativity. Because I think there's a lot of talent in the city.
Oh hell yeah, bro! And this is the main reason I'm doing this. You know, like this is just to give the platform to those artists. You know, people. I mean, look, I try to do the music thing. You know what I mean? And it's fucking difficult, bro. It's difficult, the consistency to keep going. You know, and so I tip my hat off to anybody who's done it, and especially somebody like you who has consistently been doing it. I mean, you said you've been doing it for a while already. You're at the place to where you have some connections already. You are meeting the right people, right?
I feel like it.
Yeah, and dude, that's difficult, especially because now, I mean, people don't really talk about it, but it's now what you know is who you know.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
Is it you? I mean, it could be that you know everything about DJing, but if a DJ already established has a nephew that's doing this, he's gonna put him where he needs to be. And you know, the real talented
I've seen that
people
too.
are getting fucked. You know, are getting screwed over. And that's just not in music, man. That's just in politics. That's just in everything. You know, and it kind of sucks
Right.
because you're seeing the results of everything. You know, where the right people don't have the right job. You know,
Right.
they're just put there for whatever reason. You know,
True.
so it's kind of shitty, but oh well. So I mean, club wise, what have you played any clubs here in El Paso?
Recently, my latest gig, I played at the Living Room. It was a really good show. It was like a fundraiser for an immigrant like drive to
Oh wow,
a collection of like clothing and stuff like that, or toiletries. That was
dude,
cool.
how come I don't hear about any of this shit?
Yeah, you're right. This is like an underground. I've noticed there's like a scene. There's like a group of people.
Mhm.
'Cause I've seen them in different places, but honestly, it's all social media. I can show you later. I can send you.
Yes, I mean, I would want to be a part of something like that, and I'm sure
For
some
sure.
of our
I can
viewers
invite
would
you.
want to, you know, like, and just not just be a part of, but like donating stuff, you know, making sure that
Yeah.
the things are donated.
That was a cool event. That was my latest gig. I have an event next week. DJing like a after party for the tattoo convention.
Mhm.
It's happening on Friday at Rosewood. It's a really nice place. It's brand new, so I'm excited about that. And then and then later that night, I'm playing like an after party
Damn.
event like at 3 a.m. So that's happening. So that's like the underground like
Yeah.
aspect of things. But I'll say that much. Anyways, what was the question? I forgot. I'm sorry.
Like the best bar that you've played.
Okay.
Here. That you're just like, dude.
Best
it's-
venue.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Wow. Honestly, okay. I love Monarch. I've played at Monarch several times. It's a bar, but like it's just a venue now. You know, they turn into venues. Damn, I've never played at Function. That's like a club. Shout out to Function.
Book me now.
Yeah, no, it's a great place. I'm like, damn, have I played there? There's just so many places like I've played at, but anywhere like where I can just play and be myself. I get paid and do gigs like where I play like one time I played all Christian rock music for like 2 hours.
What?
I think it was for a graduation party, but the family was very Christian, so I'm like, all right, and I did it. I did it well, and but if I can be myself and do it creatively, like I know it's gonna be a blast, and I've had fun. I've had many events where they've gone down. So anywhere in the city, I love this little culture.
Well, that's what I would say, right? It's. Have you branched out of El Paso, or has it been?
That's
been
one
the
thing.
main-
Actually, I met Basin. Shout out to Basin. He reached out. He wants to play. He wants me to play at Dutzy Club one day. So, I've never played at Juarez. I would love to play at Juarez one
Hell
day.
yeah!
It's
You can go
different.
international, bro.
Yeah, literally. It's a little outreach. I would love to play at Las Cruces, Austin. It'll happen. I think it'll happen more sooner than later now. But yeah, I've had people reach out to me like recently, so it's
So
gonna happen.
what's in the future for you, bro? Like I mean, you've been doing this for a while, right? Where do you say like, fuck yeah, I made it? Like when does that moment come?
I'm glad you say that because like I'm there. I feel like I'm in that final block. I had a block, and I don't know, and I feel like I do feel behind a lot in a lot of aspects. But that moment will come when I have a track out, and it's just like it gets a lot of success, and I will be able to be like, I made it. You know, this is it. Like, cool. Like now I can make a stamp, because people reach out. You know, if you market. Once you have that content, once you have that success, in my opinion, you are able to reach out through social media and be like, look, because that's how it's done. Like you really have to reach out to producers, to labels, to certain brands, certain event promoters, certain clubs. In this scene, at least, I've seen a little bit of success from the city, and I've seen. That's like the most consistent thing. Like they're the ones who reach out personally to the DJ. Like, If you can do that, like you have a bigger chance. But you have to really present yourself, and you have to be ready. So that moment is gonna come when like I have that music ready, and I have been making a lot of music. But I think it could be better, and I think I can make a banger for sure. Yeah.
See, I think as an artist, that's what's hard, dude, to know when you're ready.
Yeah,
you know, like, because I mean, let's be real, right? In your head, you're never going to be ready. Like, you're always going to say, it can be better. It can be better. It can do this. You know, I'm going to try doing that. So, I mean, I would say just fucking do it, dude. Just put that shit out there,
yeah,
you know?
I know.
Because, I mean, I'm super curious, you know? Right. And it doesn't matter where you're at in the scale, bro. It's just putting it out there and like getting to know, like creating that sound, you know, like creating your own specific sound. So I'll ask you this: what do you prefer more, making a track, or actually just DJing and playing and causing that vibe for a party or for a bar, for an event?
I guess to answer in both ways, I would love to DJ my own music.
Hell yeah.
That's my dream. Like, just have a 3-hour set of just my music.
Have you ever incorporated it, like you're playing fucking Bad Bunny and then you just play one of your shits?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I had an event, a fashion show this past fall, like in October. Shout out to El Paso Fashion Week. Yeah, they reached out to me. I did a lot of events for them that whole week, and I was able to play a couple of my tracks, and it sounded really good. So I don't know. I don't think I'm not marketing myself well enough, and I just have to like reach out, like I said, because I think they sound really good. But yeah, I've been able to do that, and it's the best feeling. So if I can do either one, I would love to DJ for a living, like just be on the road and just play.
Well, I mean, you're kind of already doing that. You know what I mean? You've been doing it, and it's a part of your life.
Journey.
And but like you said, man, like nowadays you have to be able to do everything. Like you gotta DJ, you gotta market, you gotta advert. Like everything is being done by yourself, and it's super difficult. That's why it's pretty much a career. You know, you make out of it.
Intimidating. You have to be an octopus.
Exactly.
Like
and then at the beginning, well, it's not paying. You know, so you gotta work, you gotta do all this, and still come out hard. And you don't go to sleep till like 2-3 in the morning. You know,
that's just fucking life.
Hell yeah. and it's, look, that's what I'm saying. This is why I do this, bro, because it's gonna give you the ability to pretty much get, you know, more people are gonna get to know who you are and stuff like that. And we're in the same boat, you know. I'm barely starting this off, and I enjoy doing this. But the most important thing is that we're doing what we love, bro.
Yes.
You know, and I would say that to everybody out there, you know, keep doing what you do, you know, as long as you love it. So, okay, before we finish up, just because we're running a little bit out of time, I'm going to ask you questions of 2 artists. You tell me which one you'd pick. All right? Kanye West, Kid Cudi.
Oh, wow. You know, it's like that. Kanye, man. I mean, I identify as a Kid Cudi, but I think Kid Cudi would even be like, if it weren't for him, I wouldn't even be here, because that's literally like, I think the influence and I think the connections, if I'm not mistaken, Kid Cudi was founded by Kanye in a certain way.
Yeah, Kanye,
so, yeah, man, Kanye, 10 out of 10 times.
All right.
Yeah.
Beatles, Rolling Stones.
I don't get the thing with the Beatles. Like, I just don't get it. So that answers that. I've been recently listening to the Rolling Stones a lot.
I fucking love the
Stones a lot.
I fucking love the Rolling Stones, and I've always chose Rolling Stones over Beatles too. But the Beatles they're dope. I just think it's really repetitive. They have a lot of hooks. They have a lot of badass hooks.
They did change the game.
And
yeah, they really did. Though.
You know what I mean?
People are fainting for him. Like, all right, get up. Get your ass up.
I agree. All right. Tiesto, Diplo.
Oh wow. Oh, Diplo for sure.
Diplo?
Yeah, that's my dude. He's a good guy. I like what he does.
Okay. Let's do one more. Let's do the obvious. Tupac, Biggie.
I love listening to Warning by Biggie. Like, I think that's like my top 2 verses ever. Oh my god, I love Biggie. Like, he's just an animal, but Tupac is like an icon, like a cultural icon.
So you're going Tupac over Biggie?
Biggie over Tupac, rap wise, but Tupac like culture wise, I would like he changed the game. Like he's just like he's an icon. His music was great, but I think he did more than that.
Yeah, I think the impact is just it was more than music.
Yeah,
it was like you said, culture.
he did more than that.
Yeah, I think the impact is just it was more than music. You
Yeah.
know, it was like you said, culture, which is I would say is more impactful. All right, brother. So I want to thank you for coming through. I just let the people know pretty much what your next projects are, your Instagram, your social media, and so remember, follow, like, subscribe to mine, Mr. Maximus here, and hope you guys enjoy the show. Go ahead, brother.
Awesome. So I have a couple events coming out next Friday. Look out for that on my Instagram. I do have an Instagram, SoundCloud, Facebook. I'm honestly on everything. So look me up, Alexis Maximus. Thank you, Hugo, for having me. So thank you all. Pleasure.
Peace.
Peace. Pleasure.